Hi, everybody. Oh, I got an echo. Hi, Shay. I hear an echo. Do you have an echo? Wait and see if y'all hear the echo I hear. Yes, okay. That means I'm going to have to take my face off and watch some other way. Now it's gone? Okay, well, maybe I just need to wait a minute. So weird I can hear myself. I'm just going to be doing some stitching. Nah, I got an echo. I got some weird thing going on. Here's my face with my left eye that doesn't like to open and all that good glory. Um, but I'm gonna take my face away and I'm gonna open up my chat through YouTube because I got a bad echo and I don't want to. So I'm gonna leave this. Let's see. How can I close out of this? If by chance I accidentally delete this, I will start over. Hmm. How about now? All right. How about now? Oh, still got it. Yeah, bad echo. All right, now I can't hear anything I'm saying, so let me open up YouTube because I took my face one off out. Let's see if the echo went away. And then I'll only be able to see chat on YouTube, guys. So if you're on Facebook, come over to YouTube. Come on over to the YouTube, Linda Toman Creates. Come hang out and chat with us. All right, how is it now? Is there an echo? Is that better? Did you leave me, Shay? Did the echo run you off? Echo's gone? Okay, good deal. All right, so that means I don't have to restart my stream at least. That's good to know. I don't have the equipment to keep it from doing any crazy echoes. If you were here with me last night, you watched me cut all the pieces for this out, and I just flipped something, just went flying somewhere. Hopefully it wasn't something I needed. It was a leaf, I bet. I bet it was a leaf. Because I had 2 leaves and I only see one. Dadgummit, Linda. I have to cut another leaf out, yeah. But we'll worry about that when we get to the leaves part. So I'm going to thread this needle. And I'm going to do some sewing. And you may not actually see the stitching on my stuff. If you watched it like in the middle of the night, actually, it wasn't last night, it was in the middle of the night, like early this morning, you'll have seen. God, this is so hard to see. I used to be able to do this stuff without a second thought. It's like trying to sew nowadays and do things that I used to do that I used to not give it a second thought. Boy, I took a lot of string out for this one. I don't know why I'm pulling it through like that. I got to get through the needle. I think I pulled too much thread out, guys. That's how long it's been since I've done any sewing. All right. So I'm just going to stitch this up and sit and chit chat with you guys. If you'll sit and chit chat with me. Trying to find the the end of my string here. And I don't have any polyfill, so my little owl's not really going to be stuffed too much. I'm going to put a little bit of felt in the middle of it, but other than that, there's not really going to be any. So it's not going to be like a stuffy. Just going to be a cute little thing I made. And if I could remember how to do the fish hook knot, I would just do that. So are you working or what you up to, Shay? What you doing? Shay, you follow the true crime stuff, right? Refresh my memory. Don't you watch true crime? All right. Are you following the Karen Reed trial? I made this string way too long, y'all. This is going to be a mess. So this is supposed to be a little button. I should put an actual button on there. I think it would be cuter. Oh, no. That knot's just not big enough, guys. It's not big enough. That knot pulled right through there. That's why you need embroidery thread. Cool. I was watching some of it this morning, watching that Carrie girl testify. All right, there's my knot right there. Well, I think we're going to make a new knot on here, and then we're going to sew it down. Anybody who sews all the time and stuff, they're probably cringing. Okay, come on. This little thing doesn't want to cooperate. Cooperate with me here. Yeah, cover up. You think she's framed? I didn't watch the first trial. I keep trying to go back and watch things, but Lynn's Murder Mavens is what brought me that case to my attention. Is Judy Ron covering it? I know you follow him. I'm pretty sure I've seen you in his chats. Okay, that's not enough, Linda. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. From everything I've seen, something is definitely fishy. Something is not right. It's like that Kerry lady just did perjury on the stand this morning. Trixie, why are you whining? Trixie is my Shih Tzu. Anybody that doesn't know. All right, so now I have a knot in this that's on here that I can just sew this down to it now. And we need the little flower on top of the big flower under the button. So we're just going to punch that right through there. And then we're going to punch it right through there. We're going to bring our button to the middle. Boom. But we want it to go this way. We don't want the knot that we just made to show up. So we're going to go right into this hole here. I gotta pull out my magnifying glass. Oh, you don't think he's following it? I haven't been on his channel in a while, so I don't know. You can't tell. It's been a while since I've done any of this. All right, now what I'm going to do, where's the knot side with the knot? Right there. There's the side with the knot. I'm going to bring it in from the bottom of the knot. This would be easier if this was a, oh, he's covering Gilgo. Oh, okay, because it's a New York thing, because Gilgo Beach is Long Island, right? Isn't that Long Island? Trixie, you're okay. Give me a minute and then I'll let you down. Okay, that's not staying in the center where I want it. I want this. What did I do? In the center. I want it in the center of the flower. You're okay. I don't know what you're doing. Yes. Yeah, that was the crazy Long Island things. All right. Let's just bring this like that. And then we need a leaf. I need to find the other leaf or cut a new one because I need 2 leaves. I'm not stitching all the way up in here because I'm just going to do it with the pink thread. And I want it to be right there like that. I don't usually hand sew things because, for one, the hands don't usually like it. 2, can't see real good. And 3, my hand sewing usually falls apart on me. Go figure, right? Right? All right, we need another leaf. That, and my button did not stay in the middle. Why did it not stay in the middle? I don't know. Let's come up here and see if we can get it to be more in the middle. I don't know why it's way over there. I don't understand that at all. Get in the middle. Yeah, that was like took forever for them to find. I was so glad to see when they finally found the that guy for the Go-Go Beach murders. All right, there we go. Now it's in the middle. Now I'm just going to knot this up. And then I got to change my thread. And I got to let Trixie get on the floor because she's over there whimpering and I don't know why. I think she just wants to lay down on the floor near my feet. And she just wants to be near Mama right now. Hold on. I'll come get you. Hold on. Oh, I need another leaf before I do that. Do, do, do. There we go. I need another leaf. Let me put her on the floor. Kisses, you got food, you got water, now just lay there and be good. Can't sit while I'm crafting because I need both my hands. I need both my hands. So what you been up to, Shay? All right, a leaf. Where did the other leaf go? Something flipped, and it was probably my other leaf. So I'm just going to cut a new one. I'm not going to run to the dye machine, though, because I know the dye machine's not going to actually cut it. And I don't need all those stitching line things. So I'm just going to pull out the leaf dye and cut around it. Hold it onto there while I'm cutting. There we go. Right there. This is what it's supposed to look like. Of course, it's not going to because I'm Linda. And nothing looks exactly like it's supposed to. It looks like Linda did it. I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut me a whole new leaf right here. I'm just going to cut it though. I'm not going to worry about the die cutting part because last night we struggled die cutting. So I'm just going to hold the die on it and use it like a pattern. And there now we have another leaf. Perfect. Nope. Good enough. Yep. Is it going to look adorable when we get done? I think so. All right, let's add this other leaf to this little flower. Whew. My eyes are like, what are you doing? All right, and now I want it to go right here. All right, I didn't put do not disturb on this phone over here, and now I've got things popping through that shouldn't be. All right. Then we have to sew it to the owl's head once we get the owl's head sewed together. There we go. That should be good enough. So now we'll just clip that off like that. And there's our little flower. Cute, right? I think it's cute. Cute little felt flower. You could cut these and use these on cards too. That would be cute. Kind of like it would kind of like be like flocking. Okay. Happy birthday to your daughter. Thank you for hopping in and hanging with me for a couple of minutes. I appreciate it. All righty. Now, I got all this pink thread that I'm going to have to take off my needle because I over pulled the pink thread. We're just going to set that aside. We're going to get some gray thread. See if we can find the thread. All right. These things are the best things ever, y'all. Best things ever, I tell you. Wonder if there's anybody over in Facebook trying to talk. Let's go look. I'm pretty sure I'm live on Facebook too. I don't know. I know we'll worry about joining things later. Right now, I want to see. Oh, it doesn't say I'm live over there. Oh, it's not showing my live feed over there. It should be, but it's not. But I'm on YouTube. So, okay. Let's share this video to Facebook. It should bring them to YouTube. There we go. And that way, if anybody starts chit-chatting, we'll see it. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Go, go, go. This is just a continuation of middle of the night. Oh, wait. I can't do that. I used to be able to. I used to be able to thread a needle like that, but I can't. So now I got to find this little place here. I can't tell. Is that in there? Okay. There's fuzzies that aren't visible on the tip of this thing. So we're just going to trim it just to get rid of that. I'm supposed to put this in the needle first. I know how I'm supposed to do it, but my brain. Okay, come on. Wish I had some cutesy music I could play that was non-copyright. I mean, my channel is not monetized or anything, but I still don't want to get any copyright strikes if I can help it. In the event that I ever do become monetized, I want my channel, all my videos to be able to benefit from it. Okay, I can't see. Where's that? Where is it? Nope, that ain't it. Okay. There it is. So now we got our needle. I'll just pull that thread right through the needle. There we go. Say, okay, fingers cooperate with me. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. That should be good. If not, then we'll rethread a new one and start over. Now these were designed to be stitched together with embroidery floss, but you guys know I don't have embroidery floss, so yeah, there's that. All right, so I'm gonna do the head first. Yeah, I'm gonna do the head first. So I gotta sew this together. And if you notice the die, it messed up all the little thingies, so we're gonna go in a little on all these lines. And I'm not stuffing, well, could put some, hold on. So I'm gonna actually start inside here, like this. And we're gonna go back to that part there. Creating a knot to begin with because my knots don't seem to stay tied together on oh, I'm just making a mess, guys. Just making a mess. Let's loosen that up. Well, we'll just tuck that in. That's all. This is what you call very sloppy stitching. Somebody doesn't really know what they're doing. I don't hand stitch, guys. I when I sew, I use a sewing machine. I don't hand stitch. I'm not a hand stitcher. Not my favorite thing in the world to do, but I think these are adorable. Oh, I should have asked my friend Natalie if she has any embroidery floss. I bet she does. All right, so now we're just gonna, I don't know what kind of stitch it's called when you go like that, but we're gonna go back behind it and then come out in front of it. And we're not following the holes that are there because, well, they're just not gonna work. All right, now I'm just gonna go in and out all the way around. In and out all the way around. I made the pink too long, but I don't think I did this one long enough. I should just follow these circles. But look what happens. I don't even get the top part. I'd have to go in at an angle. Definitely not going to look the way Spellbinders intended it to look. So I'm going up like this, and I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a gap right there. So I'm coming back to where this stitch is next to it, and I'm going in, and then that'll keep the stitches together side by side. See? So come in like this, a guesstimated length. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm not following what they did, how they designed it. Just go like that. Yeah. Maybe somebody will come in and we can have some conversation. I could have Alexa play music, but then I could get copyright, and I don't want that. So I don't know what songs to sing. If to sing a song, I don't know what stories to tell. It's hard to have stories when you never leave your house. I had one story tried to tell it in the middle of the night, but I think it kind of went over people's head what I was telling them. I don't know. I don't know. See, now that's not even going into the thing. My stuff moved. My stuff moved. There we go. So I can only do the sewing stuff for a few minutes at a time, and then my fingers, because like my thumb's going numb, and but I've been trying to come on every day around 1 o'clock. I was a little late today because I was watching the Karen Reed trial and lost track of time. It's like when I do this off camera, I stop. I step away. I let my feeling in my fingers come back. And then I come back and I do some more. I don't hang for hours on here doing this because, ow, ow. Because, well, I just can't do it, guys. Just can't do it. It can be perfect. But I think the next time I do this, now that I know how this is and stuff, I'll be trying different ways of doing it. So it'll look different, you know? And I think I'm going to do it with regular fabric too, and paper, and see how that owl turns out. You know, I was using this, doing this, and then I remembered. I was sitting over there this morning drinking my coffee, and I was remembered that I have another die for an owl. It's a Sizzix one that I originally bought to do the appliques with. It's a complete different owl. It's one of those big dies, and it should cut my fabric out, but I have to use a regular plate. Can't use a magic mat or anything like that with it. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get more thread. This ain't enough thread. I'm gonna have to rethread this needle. And I'm not going to stitch along here. And I probably won't do stitching here either because I don't have the embroidery thread. So if I could just get it. This is good for starting sewing. I need to go look in my yarn and see if I've got any cotton yarn, because you can pull those threads apart and then have basically like embroidery floss. I need to go check and see. I might have some. Just getting to be. My owl's wonky, 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 wonky. My stitches are wonky. For people who are seasoned seamstresses and stuff, I'm not trying to teach anybody how to sew. I'm just crafting and hanging out and doing this. It's peaceful. It's relaxing. It's therapeutic. It's finger numbing. We're almost made it all the way around. Let's see where we at here. We got that piece and we got that piece. And then if I sew the white piece on, that'll finish that up. I won't even have to sew that part. So I won't have to rethread this gray for this. Just bring it down here like this. Do, do, do. So to knot it, I'm going to come back in right here in between like that. Bring this. Come on. I can't see. I can't see, said the blind man. See, I can't even go look my no hands because I can't even see with hands. All right. Do that one more time just to make sure we get it fairly decent knot. This is probably why my hand sewed stuff doesn't stay together, because I'm probably not knotting it correctly. There we go. I love doing it, though. Do you guys like to sew? Do you guys like to do all this cool stuff? All right. You know what I didn't get? I didn't pull out any white thread. So, all right. So what I've done is I've sewed the flower, which the flower will go right here once I have the white piece sewed on. And now I'm going to do the white piece. I need to pull out some white thread. This would be cool using one of the stitches off of my sewing machine. I think I'm going to try it that way too. We got some white thread right here. My fingers will let me continue. If my fingers will let me finish. And like I said, I'm not doing the eyes. Well, I might try it, but I don't think I'm going to do the eyes like they got them. I'll try it, but I don't think, because I can't see the markings. right, let's thread this needle again. There we go. We got our needle threaded. And we're going to get some thread here. A little bit longer. Just a little bit, not a lot. Cut that off. Go thread over there. Knot it up. Knot. Now, you guys, if you wanted to hot glue this, or even use, I think with felt, I think regular crafting glue would work too. Yeah, look, them knots are nowhere near each other, guys. Nowhere near each other. Eh, good enough. It'll hold the thread together at the ends, but it won't hold it in the thingy. So let's pull our little eyeballs off. Actually, let's put our little eyes, let's attach our eyes. Oh, look, I can see the markings right here. I can see the markings right here. So we'll bring this in right here. Right in the center there. Oh, right there. And we're going to put our little black thing on. Put our little eyeball on. Try to be careful not to pull the bottom thread all the way through because we have to knot it. I don't know what that gray is, but just a couple more times because I want to have that white show up on the pupil there because it'll be cute. All right. I think this will be our last time. I think that'll be good enough because you can see the eye. You can see the little bit of white on the eye. You can see a little bit of the white on the eye. Now I'm going to take, and I'm just going to try this off. Now we're going to take the other little eye. And we're going to put the other little eye right on that center hole there. But that eye is not perfectly round. Let's turn that little piece right there off. Good enough. Good enough. I'm going to come in here. I'm just going to come in this piece right here. I'm going to come right in the center. My fingers don't like to cooperate with me. I hope this isn't painful to watch. Try not to stab your finger. There we go. Yeah, that's good enough. All right, and then I'm going to tie that off. Then I will sew the little beak on, because the beak goes onto the white part too. And I think that's good enough. I don't think my peeps are into stitching. That's okay. All right, then we got our beak. There. I got some people on here. They do it and they just make it look so easy. And it's like, this is not easy. At least not when you're visually impaired and your fingers don't work. And what is that? Dude, this thread to see the stitches, you'd have to do like multiple times because you can barely see that stitch. I think when I get done with the beak, I think I'm gonna have to let my fingers take a break. Because I can't feel. I've lost the feeling in those two fingers completely. Yep. I think this side's going to look better than that side. Maybe. We'll see. All I know is I'm not going to have as many stitches on this side because I'm trying to go a little faster because my fingers. It's like, okay, I got to get my fingers rested. Need some water too. Need to step away from my table. Should I leave my live playing in case anybody wants to join when I come back to the table? No, because then my battery will die and I won't know. And people will be like, what happened to you? Where'd you go? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Do you? It may not look better. It might look wonky, guys. Wonky, wonky, wonky. It'll be quirky like me. Isn't that what Jay said I was? Quirky? Quirky! I'll take it. Quirky's not bad. Well, you can tell it's a beak. It's kind of crazy looking, but it'll probably look better once it's all together. Yeah, it'll look all right. I think it'll look all right. All right. Now let's tie it together. Yeah, I'm ready. I need some water. I just wet my fingers and ran it across my thread to keep my two threads together. And that's good enough. So we're just going to trim that like that. And then I'm going to trim this one right there. I'm going to trim this one too. I don't mind a few threads like that, but when I lay it down, I don't want to see threads sticking out. So this is the head. This is the head, guys. So then we'll sew this on. Hey, Bethany, how you doing? For stuffing, I should really get my yarn and cut up a whole bunch of yarn and put it in there because this is just flat. It's not gonna, and I don't have polyfill. You have some yarn though. I was just about to step away, because like that should be enough yarn. It's not the right color, but you know what I wonder? I wonder if I could take this apart and use that for embroidering, or if it would just fuzz up on me too much. You know, if I would like sew with the yarn, I'd have to find my, I'm too busy working to sit still. Yeah. See, if you take that apart, I'm wondering if that would work like embroidery floss. But I'd have to find my darning needle, and I'd have to make sure that all these little stitches cut out correctly instead of messed up like they did. Because my darning needle is plastic, so it won't go through because it's intended for yarn. It's not intended for felt. But if I take this stuff, right, let's just make a little bit of fill in here for the, I'm going to make a mess is what I'm going to do, because I'm going to make some fill to go inside my stuffy here. Just stuff it with some yarn. And once you sew it up, nobody will know, and it'll be soft. It'll be fluffy. See? And nobody will know that it's yarn instead of fiberfill. I mean, it's like fiberfill because it's polyester yarn, and then your stuffy will be stuffed. So that's what we're going to do for the stuffing. We're going to use yarn. I'm going to use some yarn for the stuffing, and then we have that. So this is what we did. We sewed our flower together. We put the eyes on, and we put the beak on. Is it good? No. Is it good enough for me? Yeah. Did it serve its purpose? Therapy? Yep, it definitely did. And then we sewed right here. Does this look perfect? No. Do I care? No. But anyway, so this will get sewed on like this. And that's how we're going to close this also, because we're going to sew it, and that'll close that up. And then we'll add our flower. And then we'll have the head of our owl. This is going to be a more than one video process, because as you guys see, I'm slow. My fingers end up going numb and all this other stuff. So those of you that joined me in the chat, thank you so much. Those of you that watched the replay and watched through the end, even through the very quiet part, watching me struggle with the needle and thread, thank you. I appreciate it. But our stuffy's going to come to life, guys. It really is. All right. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow or the middle of the night. Who knows? I may even be on later tonight. Don't know. I decide to come back and work on this some more, then I'll come back on. Unless I get a friend who calls me and I hang out with her and I do this while that. But then I'll show you. Okay? All right. I'm tempted just to take this to the sewing machine. These pieces, just take them to the sewing machine and run them through the sewing machine, because then my fingers won't go numb. But yeah, there we go. We have that. All right, guys. I hope you have a great day. So long. Farewell. Thanks for coming in. A doom, 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 boom, 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 boom. Doom, 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 doom.